Welcome to First Hour. This class will be Graphic Design 2 and 3. My name is Mr Bohnert, and I'll be the instructor for this class all semester. A little bit about myself. I've been teaching at Saguaro for 15 years, 16 years overall. I have a master's in education and management, and I worked in the business world before I became a teacher. And I'm interested in doing photography, like to travel. My son is a student at South Mountain Community College where he's on the baseball team. And we'll get into the platforms that we'll be using this year for school. Buzz, some of you may have heard about Buzz. It's like a Canvas, it's a learning management system. That will be the main place where you go. And then kids will be directed to, in my case, Google Classroom, where all the assignments for the class will be there. So all the instructions, videos, and things like that will be in Google Classroom like they have been in the past for me for all these years. And that's where students will also turn in their work. The due dates will be in there, and if they have any questions, they can reach me about that. This year we'll be using Zoom, is where we'll be, when we meet every day online, that's what we're gonna use. And I'll send a link out through the email system. I'll send a link out to you guys so you know we'll be ready to go on Monday. And we'll be using Microsoft Teams only for those student hours. So when school ends around 11:15, then there's that window from like 12:30 to 2:30, the student hours. So if someone needs assistance, they can just message me through Teams, and I get it like a text message. It's better than email because I'll see it right away. And then I can respond, and if we need to, I can hop on Teams and do like one-on-one video meetings if needed. And then all grades will be posted in Synergy like they have in the past. So students will know where that's at. Going back to Zoom, the expectations that I have for everyone to make sure you get to the class you're on the class on time. Make sure you have your camera on because you're more engaged in your learning when your camera is on. And for graphic design, a lot of it will be, we'll go over the lesson and you'll be working on your stuff, and you can ask me questions. I'll be there. And just make sure your mic is also muted when you enter. If you have a question, you unmute it, or if we're having a class discussion, you make sure you unmute it when you're talking and things like that. Benefits of CTE, it's, graphic design. If you took graphic design 1, I gave you a fine arts credit. And also this year, we'll be able to offer dual enrollment credit for graphic design 1, 2, and 3. And so here's some benefits of it. Most students go on and go into college and do well there, and they're ready for career-based jobs because I'm teaching them real-world applications, deadlines, and things like that, especially in graphic design. When you're working with a client and there's expectations that the client might have and a timeline that they might have and things like that. So this is some of the work that we do in graphic design 2. We do a minimalist poster. We've done some things like this. Graphic design 2 is in the first semester is all going to be Illustrator. Second semester is Photoshop, and then graphic design 3 is we're using all the different programs. We do we work on the theater posters, and the last 3 semesters we've graphic design 3 has created those posters and stuff like that. So it's a lot more independent study, more real world experience and things like that. So benefits of graphic design, you have freedom to express, learning new skills. I know I'm learning things all the time. I've been doing some online courses and some online learning through behance.net, working on my graphic design skills as well. And so it's a lot of fun, helps with communication, learn computer skills, creativity, helps with time management. I also teach the yearbook, so make sure you buy the yearbook as well. And I'm just going through all these different things I have. So grading, I'm expecting everything to be turned in on time. And the due date and time will be posted in Google Classroom. If it's late, there's a 10% penalty. And obviously, with the situation we're in now, if there's some kind of circumstance going on, communication is going to be the key. So you just need to let me know what's going on so I can help out and go from there. Grades will be up to date in Synergy, and are going to be using the CTE standards that we have for the state as far as using time productively, making sure you're doing work and things like that. So those are the things I'm going to be looking at as far as when I'm grading things as well. Are you using your time wisely and things like that? Again, the biggest thing is going to be communication. You just let me know what's going on so I can work with you as far as if we need to make some kind of a arrangement because of some kind of odd circumstance due to what's going on. We'll go from there. You guys should all be having access to the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. So on those Surface Go 2s, I tested them out. Photoshop will run on there. Granted, it's going to be slower than what it would normally be in the lab. Illustrator seemed to work just fine, and InDesign worked as well. And we'll get into that. We'll verify that you guys have access to those programs before we get going to any work. And if need be, I've got some alternate online sites we can use to get things going for the upcoming assignments. So thank you and have a good day.